Hey guys, what's up? So we're here for a The Thing gameplay video. And I'm gonna say this right off the bat, guys. This hero is awesome. This tank can finish the job without any help. The most common disadvantage of tanks is that they don't have enough damage and can't finish off opponents without some help from their allies. That is unless their target really tries to take them on. But most of the time, players can easily run away from tanks if it becomes dangerous, since tanks doesn't have that burst damage. Well, it's not really because the Thing has a good burst damage, but since he has a lot of crowd control effects, combined with decent enough damage and a bit of mobility, he can finish off the usually hard to catch opponents. His passive skill lets him leap with his basic attack every 10 seconds. His first skill that can knock up opponents if aimed correctly. His second skill that can slow down and damage any opponents that are near him. And his ultimate that can charge at opponents even at a distance, then knocking them up for 1 second. As you can see guys, he has all the stuff he needs to catch his prey. He even generates a bit of shield whenever he's using his second skill. Now, I know we said all of those good stuff, but one drawback about him in my opinion is that he isn't really someone that could totally tank for the team. I mean, he's a good initiator though. He's actually great at this job. He can dive in a clash, do his skills, generate his shield, then exit. Cause he can't stay there too long. He can survive a bit, but he can't soak up too much damage, unlike the other tanks such as Groot. But like I said guys, a very good initiator. He has enough defense, shield, and HP to survive the first few seconds of chaos. But he can't stay there and keep tanking. Also, when you dive in, don't forget to initiate your second skill since that's gonna be your lifeline. That small bit of shield actually helps a lot. Also, if your initiate is good and you have a good follow-up from your allies, most of the time you won't even have to tank. You're just gonna chase down your opponents. But if you think things aren't looking good, just exit, wait for some of your cooldowns, and then jump right back in. Anyway, enjoy the rest of this gameplay video where we really had a tough and close fight.
An enemy hero has been defeated. An enemy hero has been defeated.
As you can see here, I was actually able to hit Scarlet Witch with my first skill and take the kill. The rock that shoots up from the ground from your first skill has a bit of a delay, so you'll have to take that into account when you're trying to hit your opponents. When you're using the skill, try not to point the tip of the skill cursor at your opponents, but rather put it behind them since most of the time, once they see you casting a skill, they'd try to retreat back. Well, it really depends on how your opponents move, but that's what they usually do.
An ally hero has been defeated. Victory streak. Shut down. An ally hero has been defeated. An enemy turret has been destroyed. An enemy turret has been destroyed. Assemble. An ally hero has been defeated. Double KO. Victory streak. An ally hero has been defeated. An allied turret has been destroyed. An enemy hero has been defeated.
Take it, creep! All the 9 realms will be
An allied
mine!
turret has been destroyed.
Attack.
An allied hero has been defeated.
Attack.
You can see Star-Lord taking the hit there from my first skill and dying. It's not a perfect example, but you can time the knockup of your first skill when someone's chasing you. Since there's a bit of a delay, try to place your skill a bit earlier, just in time for them to step on the rock that's about to shoot up.
An ally hero has been defeated.
Slaughter is high!
An ally hero has been defeated. An enemy. An enemy hero has been defeated. Legendary!
Retreat.
An allied
Here
hero
we're
has
taking
been
down the Black
defeated.
Panther, which gives a 15% attack power for the whole team. Try to take this Panther down whenever possible, since that can really help in winning the game.
Assemble.
An enemy hero has been
Retreat.
defeated.
Regards from Yaxley Street!
Legendary! An enemy hero has been defeated. An allied turret has been destroyed. An enemy turret has been destroyed. An allied hero has been defeated.
I got a problem!
An allied turret has been destroyed.
Retreat.
Legendary! An
Attack.
allied turret is under attack. An allied turret has been destroyed. Shut down. An ally hero has been defeated. An enemy hero has been defeated. Double KO.
Jumps.
Enemy hero missing.
An ally turret has been destroyed.
Get you any more than I have.
Now on this one, this is a good example of placing the tip of your skill cursor behind or at the front of your opponent, just right in time for the knockup. Also on that fight, you can really see the chasing capabilities of the thing. He can catch up to his opponents because of his passive skill and slowdown effects. Even if you miss your knockup from your first skill, I really think that you can still stick to them like glue. The only problem is when their backup arrives, since like I said, he really doesn't have that much burst damage.
Shut down.
Retreat.
Attack. Regards from Yersi Street.
Here you can see me taking a ton of damage and tanking pretty good. However, that's mainly because of the level gap and gold gap. If we had pretty much the same items and levels, I would have definitely melted.
An enemy hero has been defeated. An allied hero has been defeated.
All the hands to pull down.
An allied hero has been defeated.
Here we'll just cut some of the part since all I did back there was defend and farm.
An enemy hero has been defeated.
Watching your taking free.
Victory streak. Victory streak. Shut down. Double KO. An enemy turret has been destroyed. An enemy hero has been defeated. An enemy turret has been destroyed. Nice assist. Victory streak.
And there we go guys, so what do you think of this tank? Would you use him? Share your thoughts in the comments section. That's all for this video, thank you for watching.
Who I think? What do you need?